So I wanted to show you before I finish my second one, I wanted to show you how I quickly put the text box and make them match in the style. So what I'm going to do is select your text box over here, click to the side of it so that you're not selecting words, you're selecting the whole text box, and I'm going to hit Control D, and that's duplicate, and it makes a second text box. I'm going to move it over here. Now obviously it has the wrong words, so it's I'm going to erase the words, but it's ready and it's in the same style to do the right font and the highlight color and everything. So just erase what's in there and put in your new information. So that's going to save you a lot of time instead of making a new text box every single time. So now I have my second restaurant, so I want to make a new animation for these. So again, I'm going to select the picture, hit Control, select the words. They should both be selected. And I'm going to do Add Animation. My animation menu is already pulled up because I was using it recently. So I'm going to do Add Animation. And this should happen after your previous ones. So right now, again, it is always set to fade in on click. That's just the default for what it always goes to. So I want to change these. So I'm going to click the first one. And I always want to make sure that instead of having to click the slide, I want to just do after previous. Okay, and then instead of fading in, let's do, what if we do zoom in? And then on the words, let's do, instead of fade in, let's do appear. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to hit play. It's going to start from the beginning. Okay. I don't love the way that the words showed up. They just kind of suddenly were there, which I guess is what appear means. So I have to hit stop right here so that I can change that. So instead of appearing, oops, I closed it again. Instead of appearing, let's do, what if we do fade in, but we turn the speed down so it takes longer for it to show up. I'm going to put that at medium. Let's see what happens now. Okay, that's all right. I kind of like that. Okay, so now I'm going to hit stop, and I'm happy with those, so I'm going to leave them. Okay, so now I have my second one finished, and I'm happy with the animations, but let's say that I want to make these do something together. On my example that I showed you guys, I made everything spin after a new one was revealed. So let's just do that so you can see how to do it. So just like before where we selected 2 things at once, we're just going to select 4 things at once. So I'm going to click on this picture, I'm going to hit Control, and I'm going to hit Chili's, this picture, and this text box. So now I've selected all 4 of these things. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click Add Animation. So same as before, it's going to automatically make it go fade in on click. It's just the default. And then the rest of them are set to fade in with previous because they're all trying to do the same thing together. I want these, instead of fading in, I want them to spin. So I'm going to click on where it says fade in. And I'm going to change fade in to spin. And instead of having to click, I want it to just be after previous. Now for the rest of these though, I'm just going to have them spin with previous. So I just have to change where it says spin. That one's changed. This one's changed, and this one's changed. All right, so now I'm going to hit play and we're going to see if this worked. Perfect. All right, so that's how I thought it'd be fun to do a little something extra on my slide, is where after each one shows up, they just all do a little spin together. So give that a try if you'd like to.